Hi, Jake. How do you feel the offensive line has improved since last season?
Oh, I think it's improved tremendously. I mean, we've made a big emphasis on running off the ball and being more physical in the run game and pass pro. Just protecting Kenny and giving him time in the pocket to step up and make plays like he did on Saturday. But honestly, just having us all the experience from last year was huge for all five of us, and I feel like we're just going to keep getting better each week. That's our goal.
Jake, no, it's early, but week one, you guys had 5 rushing touchdowns within, really the 10-yard line. That didn't happen a lot last year. And I know, again, it's just week one, but how encouraging is it to kind of get that trust to like you said, we kind of run off the ball and knock Austin P off the front and then really power those touchdowns in early.
I mean, I think that's awesome. I mean, if we can get the ball in the red zone anytime and score with a rushing touchdown, that's huge. I mean, that's just a testament to us up front, getting the job done and opening up holes for all five running backs that we have that all produce big numbers. So I mean, it's just great. I love scoring with the touchdown.
Jake, Jimmy was telling us last year how disappointed he was and that the line was of the performance of last year. And you guys were really determined coming into this season. What was the off season like, even virtually? And what was the mindset of you guys and bettering last year?
Oh, it was great. Having those Zooms meetings, they weren't the best, but it was great to be on the Zoom meetings with Coach Borbs and learning defensive fronts, learning defensive coverages and stuff like that. And our IQ definitely grew. I knew my IQ definitely grew in the defensive side of the ball, which was awesome. And then kind of like just scheming stuff up and being able to learn the run game better, the pass pro and everything like that. But the offseason was huge just for our growth as a unit, offensive line. I mean, it was tremendous.
Jake,
Yeah,
what's it like? Go ahead, Alan.
what do you make of the 3-3 front Syracuse has, and do they stack it? Do they shade it? Do they do some different things with it?
Oh, they do a bunch of different stuff with it. They have a lot of on the guards, just two techniques, head up on us and stuff like that. They have a lot of odd tight, stuff like that, odd front. So like and they have a lot of stunts out of each front. So it's gonna be interesting to see a bunch of different fronts, this weekend and picking up all the twists they're gonna throw our way and stuff like that. So it's gonna be good work.
Is there something to be said for blocking for 5 different backs? And is it challenging? Do you kind of know who's back there and know their tendencies?
Honestly, it's not challenging at all. It's just we do our job, and if we do our job good enough, those backs we know have a great day, and that's the way I look at it. Like I love all five of those backs. They all have kind of like a different style, but I mean, it's awesome blocking for all five of them because they all make plays. If the hole is there, they're going to hit and run. So I mean, I enjoy blocking for each one of those guys.
Jake, playing on the offensive line isn't easy. All the stunts you have to be aware of and everything else. You earned your job as a starting job as a sophomore. How difficult was it for you to pick up what is an offensive lineman at this level?
Wait, can you say that again?
I was just wondering how difficult it was for you to pick up what you have to learn as an offensive lineman at this level, seeing that you're starting as a sophomore.
Oh yeah, I mean, there's a lot I had to pick up at first. Like coming in as a true freshman, I had no idea like all the stuff that went into it. I didn't know about the pass pro because we didn't really pass much in my high school. We just ran the ball and all the gap schemes, wide zones, inside zones. So picking up on all the scheme stuff it took me about a year and a half, like a good year and a half. And then last year when I got my time like to step up it was huge to get that experience and like the game planning and stuff like that, coming in late nights with Jimmy and Jimmy teaching me a bunch of like different things, like what to look for, like watch the safeties, how they roll and where you can see the pressures from. So like it was a lot to pick up on, but having Jimmy and Bryce, in the room was very crucial for me to grow and become a better offensive lineman.
Last year, you were kind of playing the same position as Gabe at right guard, kind of both working there together. What's it like, having them next to you as a tackle and you kind of working together?
Oh, that's awesome. I love having Gabe, play right beside me because we've been playing together since my freshman year. We were on like threes together, and then now we're worked our way up, and now playing together on the ones it's awesome. Gabe's a heck of a player. He's a tough in the run game and pretty stout in the pass game. So it's great having that trust in him and he having that trust in myself.
Jake, do you guys, as an offensive line, feel like you took a step week one in the run game? And I guess where do you go from here now? How do you guys build on it?
I think we took a step. I think we can, keep running off the ball harder, getting every assignment that we have, and just becoming a more dominant offensive line. Just giving up no pressures, nothing, and just continue to stack on what we did last week, and just keep moving forward and opening up holes for our running backs that are going to make plays for us.
Jake, we were talking to Pat, and he was saying you guys have been doing some team building things. I actually think his quote was like some weird lineman stuff. So what's some of the weird lineman stuff, and how does that help the camaraderie on the unit there?
I wouldn't say it was weird, but like we just hang out a lot. Like outside of football, we just try to go to each other's houses and just hang out with each other and just build on a bunch of just get to know each other more just outside of the football part and have better trust on the field. Which that's one thing that we all did. There was all like 18 of us. We'd always go to Jimmy's house for a little cookout or something like that, or go different places and just become a closer, tight-knit offensive line, which has really helped to, transpire onto the field.
Mentioned you
Jake,
guys like to wear the same stinky, smelly shirt there all the time. Are you doing any wash these days?
Yeah, I haven't done a wash for about 2 weeks. I need to, go to the laundromat soon. But yeah, during camp, we had a shirt had passion with I forget what the guy's name, but we had wore that shirt for 2.5 weeks during camp. So it was kind of just like just a little team building, I guess you could say, just all having that same shirt, everyone knew us. We were kind of loud, just having a little chance and stuff like that, but making sure everyone knew we were there.
How bad did that smell?
I gotta be honest with you. It didn't smell that bad for the first week and a half, but 2 weeks started to, get a little linger and stuff like that. But we didn't wear it like during practice, so that was kind of nice. So when we weren't sweating, we were, we had it on.
Jake, do you guys is Syracuse feel like a rivalry game for you guys?
Yeah, definitely. We played them since, I guess I heard the stat like 1918, something like that, for the past 100 some years. I mean, to us, every game's like a rivalry game. We take every game very serious, but definitely, Syracuse, we've played them tough the past 3 years. So we need to come out and use everything to our advantage.
How are you dealing with integrating with the university and the students and keeping yourself as safe as you can and trying to stay in the bubble?
Oh yeah, I live in South Oakland. I'm not even going to campus. All my classes are online. Granted, the food's over there, but I've been Uber Eats, so that's been kind of nice. Just going on my phone and seeing what I want, and they'll come deliver it to me. But I've been trying to stay as far away from campus as I can, because I'm not trying to get this COVID. I want to stay on the field as much as I can for my teammates and for myself. And yeah, we're all staying in our houses, trying to wear a mask if we do go out, if we have to go somewhere. But for the most part, I'm just trying to stay in South Oakland and not going to actual Oakland where the students are.
What's your go-to for Uber Eats?
Chipotle that's my go-to. I'll have that almost every day. Just